is Engineer Dan, and it's time for the Roundhouse Club, where you can find out all you ever want to know about trains. All aboard, kids! Woo! Hey kids, it's the Roundhouse Club with Engineer Dan. I'm Engineer Dan here, and we're here in the Roundhouse, and here I am right here at engine number 1. So, don't go away, we'll be right back.
Hey kids, we're watching the Roundhouse show at the B&O Railroad.
Okay, well, Tony and Choo Choo, here we are. You all know the story of the little red caboose. Well, here we are at the old red caboose. You guys feel like taking a tour of the B&O Roundhouse?
Sure, I'd love to take a tour.
Me too.
Okay, let's go.
Oh wait, I want the merry-go-round. No, Neil, you can't go to the merry-go-round. But I want the merry-go-round.
All right.
Yay, thank you.
Okay, here's the merry-go-round.
Can I get on it?
Well, not right now, but come back during regular hours, kids. Yeah, you can ride the merry-go-round and see the trains.
Yay!
Okay, but Tony and Choo Choo, come on, let's go take a look around the trains. Headlight up there.
That's a nice train.
Look at that smokestack. Isn't that something?
That's awesome.
This is a real tank engine, isn't it? Yeah. Got the valves, steam. Yep, steam regulator. You got the bell on top. Yep.
That is so cool.
I love this train. Here's another one. This one's number 592. Look at that engine. Wow. Look at all the valves and stuff in there. Yeah.
Can we ride the train?
No, we can't ride the train.
Look at the size of that wheel, kids. Look, it's taller than I am. Isn't that something?
Yeah, that's huge.
Something. Now, the wheels over here
That's really huge.
are not so big. So you've got your big wheel train and your small wheel train. That's something. Look, here's a passenger car. What do you think of that?
I think that's really neat.
Nice looking seats, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
Looks like a mail wagon. Another nice engine.
Oh, a horse, a horse.
Horse?
Yeah, I see it.
Oh, a horse pulling a train.
I want to ride the horse this one.
But this is an iron horse. Right here. Yeah. Look at this one. That's an old one, isn't it?
The Los
Yeah, that's an early one. This must be one of the Civil War trains. Boy, that's a powerful one. And look at the size of that engine.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
Yeah, it is pretty.
Oh, wow, stagecoach.
Yeah, look at that stagecoach. Isn't that something?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they had stagecoaches before they had trains, but they kept running them for a while even after they had trains. But you know what? Some of the first trains, look what the cars look like. It was a stagecoach on rails. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's something
That's
else.
exactly like that. Yeah. Yeah. And they had covered wagons.
Awesome.
And this is what's called a covered wagon. This is what would take a family. So wanted to move out west before the railroad came. They do it in a covered wagon. After they built the railway, the transcontinental railway, you could go all the way from the east coast of the U.S. all the way out to the west coast of the Pacific
That's really cool.
by train. So you didn't have to do it with your covered wagon.
Hey kids, we're watching the Roundhouse show at the B&O Railroad.
Well, welcome back, kids. And guess what? We have a couple very special guests here today. We have Mr. Toni Horn, that's horn, you know, like the whistle of a railroad, and his friend, Mr. Choo Choo Toot.
Choo choo, toot toot.
So, how old are you, Chooch?
Older than you.
Older than me? Is that right? So, Toni, where'd you get the name for Choo Choo Toot?
Well, I like railroads and I like the train stations. When I was a kid, I used to come to the B&O Railroad a lot with my uncle.
Great. And does Choo Choo like the railroads too?
I sure do.
Great. So Toni, how did you get into the dummy business?
Well, since I was a child, I used to like watching ventriloquist shows, like stuff with like soap, like Chuck and Bob. You know, whereas Jay Johnson was the ventriloquist on the show, and he was one of my greatest inspirations. And I also used to enjoy watching Willie Tyler and Lester.
Okay. Yeah. What about Lamb Chop?
I love Lamb Chop.
Yeah. Well, and you've been doing this, and what sort of events do you do?
Church, birthday parties, schools.
How can people reach you?
My cell phone.
And what's the number?
443-630-2544.
Okay. Let me ask you something, Toni. Does Choo Choo like to sing at all?
I sure do.
How about singing something for us right now, Choo Choo?
Sure, why not? I've been working on the railroad all of the livelong day. I've been working on the railroad just to pass the time away. Choo choo!
Can't you hear the whistle blowing?
Rise up so early in the morn. Can you hear the captain shouting?
Line up, blow your horn.
Choo choo!
We're going to take a break now, but we'll be back right away. So don't touch that remote, kids. It's me. Toot, toot. And we're here today in the gift shop of the B&O Railroad Museum. And we're here with a special guest. It's manager, Miss Eileen. Miss Eileen, can you tell us a little bit about your collection here?
Kids of all ages love trains.
That sure is true. So, besides trains, what other types of stuff do you have?
Well, let's see. We have books and we have t-shirts and postcards and just a little bit of everything. Right behind us, actually, we have our own plush stuffing machine in the shape of a train. So children can come here, they can choose an animal from the choices there, and they can watch it being stuffed just as you can at the mall at a store we won't name.
Wow. Okay. I see you've got lots of books, and you have art too, railroad art?
We do. We have several actually of our volunteers who work here are fabulous photographers, and they consign merchandise to us here at the B&O Railroad Museum. And then we also have other artists whose favorite subject, so to speak, are trains.
Looks like you have some checkerboards over there. Huh?
We do, and the checkers have a locomotive on them, and the red checkers have cabooses on them. We can challenge anybody to a game. We've got one set up over here to play.
Yeah, and for hundreds of years, people like to play checkers in the train station, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
people-
Great way to wait
When
for
they're
your train.
waiting on the train to come in. That's right. right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you have programs for children here at the museum?
We do. We really try to encourage families and have things here for children. The second and fourth Wednesday of each month, we have a toddler time program. That's at 10:30 on Wednesday mornings, and the children participate in a craft and songs and finger plays and have a story read to them. And we have an entire wedge in our roundhouse called the Kids Zone, the Choo Choo Blue Kids Zone, and that has trains and books and all kinds of role-playing costumes and a train depot, and our Civil War exhibit has different children's activities where the children can learn about what it was like to be working on the railroad during the Civil War, or other kinds of things that happened, being a railroad engineer or being a Civil War soldier during the Civil War.
Mm-hmm. The railroad played a big part in the Civil War, did not it?
That's when the railroad really came to the forefront during the war. It was the first time that large numbers of troops and munitions could be moved conveniently, and that was all due to the train. We have a brand new book actually that we've just published called The War Came by Train. It's not a children's book, but it is quite interesting with all the different information about trains in the Civil War.
I'll bet. Did anything else happen during the Civil War about trains in the U.S.?
Probably lots that I don't even know about.
Okay, and do you have a special character associated with this museum?
We actually do. We have a mascot. His name is Choo Choo Blue, and Choo Choo Blue is a number 4 locomotive. He actually will make appearances from time to time. Last summer, he made appearances at all of the Baltimore County public libraries throughout the summer. He makes appearances here at the museum during our Day Out with Thomas event, and during story times and birthday parties, and our Kids Zone is named after him. In addition, we also have a children's train ride outside, a small carnival type train ride,
boy.
and it's called Choo Choo Blueville. We also do birthday parties here at the museum. We have
boy.
a couple of different birthday spots for children, and Choo Choo Blue is actually available to make appearances at those birthday parties.
Wow, is there a phone number or a web?
There is. Our website is www.borail.org, and the phone number here at the museum is 410-752-2462, and if you're interested in birthday parties, you'd call extension 212.
Great, I love birthday parties.
So do I.
All right, I think it's about time for us to take a break, boys and girls. Yippers, but we'll be right back. Thanks so much, Miss Eileen.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
And I'll look forward to doing some shopping here.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. part of the exhibit on the civil trains in the Civil War, called "The War Came by Train." It was the first war here in the U.S. after the trains were built. It was a war between the North and the South, and the North had a big advantage because it had over twice as many miles of railroads as the South did. So they could move the troops and the arms and everything else by train, and could move it around a lot faster than the South could. And that may be one of the reasons that the North won the war. This is a Confederate soldier there. That's Captain Thomas Sharp, Confederate States of America. That's his uniform. This is a train from right here in Maryland on the B&O. And it went to something called the Mount Clair Shops. Well, Tony and Choo Choo, you having a good time?
Oh, I am.
Yeah, I am too.
You feel a little cold? Want to warm yourself by the fire?
Oh no. I definitely don't want to be on fire.
Yeah, those are railroad ties somebody's been burning. I tell you what, you want to see what's up inside the passenger car over here?
I'd love to.
All right, let's head over there. Hello, miss. Better hurry up, you might miss the train.
Choo-choo, all aboard.
Yep, there's the passenger car, all right. You know what that is?
No, what is it?
That's called a spittoon.
A spittoon?
So when the passengers were chewing tobacco on the trip, they'd just come out and they'd expectorate their tobacco into that little thing. So,
Is that right?
so it wouldn't get on the floor of the train. It's a good idea?
Sounds like a good idea to me.
You having fun, kids at home? All right, we'll be right back. Don't go away. Okay, so is there anything you guys would like to talk about today?
Well, we could throw a little show for the kids.
That sounds great. How about it?
Hi kids, my name is Tony and I brought my friend Neil here to have a little bit of fun. Say hello, Neil. Say hello, Neil.
Say, ha ha, honey.
Yeah, say hello, Neil.
Hello, Neil.
No. I mean, say hi to the kids who are watching us today.
You tell me which ones are the nice ones and I'll tell them hi.
Oh, come on, Neil. Why are you acting this way?
I'm not feeling too well.
What seems to be the problem?
I think it's my eyes.
Do they hurt?
No, not really.
Well, then what's wrong with them?
They're seeing spots on my eyes.
Have they been checked lately?
No, they've always been green. They've never been checked.
No. I can check your eyes for you.
But I like my eyes the color they are.
No. I'm not going to change anything about your eyes. I'm just going to give you a simple eye test. We may be able to find out what's wrong with your eyes.
You can't give my eyes a test.
Why not?
My eyes can't write, silly.
No. It's not that kind of test. I just want you to look at my hand and tell me how many fingers I'm holding up.
What hand?
The hand that's in front of your face. Your eyes are bad. I told you they were. Okay. Look at my hand and tell me what you see.
A dirty hand.
No. Look at my hand and I want you to follow my finger and just follow my finger back and forth.
Oh, I see it now.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yes, if you are.
Okay. Your eyes are in bad shape.
I told you they were.
Okay. How long have you been seeing spots in front of your eyes?
Ever since I woke up this morning.
Let's see.
Hey, I can see everything now. Everything is beautiful now. Yanks! Where did you come from?
Am I beautiful too?
Wow.
Careful now.
I can't tell a lie. Let's just say, almost everything is beautiful.
Neil, I want you to help me tell a joke.
Like I don't know the answer.
There's nothing to know. Just play dumb. Oh, come on. All you have to say is I give up. What is it?
But I know what it is.
Neil, I want you to help me tell a joke. Will you help me?
I give up. What is it?
Yes, that's what you say.
Okay.
Okay. What do elephants have that other animals don't have?
Hey, the elephants?
No, I want you to say I give up. What is it? Can you do that?
Okay.
Okay, let's try another joke, okay? This time, when I ask you the question, okay, you say I give up, what is it? And then I'll tell the joke.
I can't remember.
I'll help you. Say I
I
give
give
up
up
what
what
is
is
it.
it.
Okay, I give up, what is it?
I give up. What is it?
There, you have it. Okay, so let's try it again.
Okay.
Okay, what has 4 wheels and flies?
A garbage truck.
Not garbage, you're supposed to say,
I give up. What is it?
yes, that's what you should say.
Don't yell at me. I can't help it if I get all mixed up.
I don't know why all of a sudden you can't remember one simple line. One simple line.
I lost my confidence. I can't remember. How do you remember?
I was always able to remember.
You did.
Yes, ever since I was a baby I could even remember when my father came in. Do you know what he said?
I give up. What is it?
That was so funny, and thank you very much, Toot Toot Toot, Mr. Neal.
And thank you for having me.
And thank you.
Thank you.
And we're going to take a break now, but we'll be back right away, so don't touch that remote, kids. And this is General Benjamin F. Kelly. He was a Union general. Hey, Ben!
Hello.
Oh, not very friendly, is he? Yeah.
Can you
Well-
make him talk too?
Yeah! I wonder if this is a cattle car. Boxcar, yeah. This is a boxcar. They hold the freight in here. Yeah. Looks like they're getting ready to load some troops on the train. Maybe take them to the battlefield, or maybe take them back home for some leave. Who knows?
Awesome.
Thatcher Perkins F.
Okay, and this will be the coal car. That's what carried the coal that they load in the engine, keep the fire burning, heat up the water and make steam to drive the train. And look at those wheels. Look at them, red wheels. Isn't that something? Nice big ones too.
Yeah, big red wheels.
Boy, that's a pretty train.
Yeah.
I don't care much for the look of that engineer there.
Hello. Hi, sir.
Hey, Choo Choo, is that your brother up there driving the train?
No, that's not my brother.
Not my brother.
Hello, sir. He's not talking to him.
Tony, can't you make him talk?
I can try.
You think you could do it?
I don't know.
There's a Buick. Look at the size of that. Boy,
What a beauty.
that's practically a locomotive right there, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah. Kids, well, I was getting ready to kick the tires on this Buick, but guess what? There's no tires. This thing is a locomotive. Look at it. So kids, there's all kinds of things down here at the B&O Museum, so come on down. Well, kids, welcome back, and it's about time for us to be saying toot toot. But I want to thank our guests again. We've had a lovely day here at the B&O Museum and in the gift shop. And thanks for coming. And kids, that about does it for now. But we'll see you here, same place next week. This is Engineer Dan for the Roundhouse Club. Toot toot!
Toot, 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 toot.
In December 1941, the first 10 locomotives produced were immediately pressed into service to meet the demands of World War II. The performance of the Allegheny was so impressive that the C&O ordered an additional 10 locomotives. During the war, the C&O had 23 of its Allegheny-class locomotives modified to include steam heating and signal lines for passenger service, but used them only rarely to haul a troop train or heavy mail train. Their more normal assignment was to haul a 10,000-ton freight train at 15 miles per hour. This is in stark contrast to their design goal of hauling a 5,000-ton train at 45 miles per hour. Thus, the Allegheny locomotives were never given the opportunity to demonstrate their full potential. Only 11 years later, in 1952, the 60 Alleghenies on the C&O roster were replaced by diesel locomotives. Only 2 Allegheny locomotives survived and are on public display today in the United States. Number 1601 is at the Henry Ford Museum in Dearborn, Michigan. Number 1604 is here at the B&O Railroad Museum in Baltimore, Maryland.
And a visit to the B&O Railroad Museum, where you can climb into the cab of the Allegheny and imagine what it was like to be the engineer. I'm Michael Gross, and thanks for watching the B&O Railroad Museum Television Network.
Interested in learning more about the B&O Railroad Museum and Ellicott City Station? Follow us on Facebook and Twitter with daily updates on upcoming events, coupons, photographs, history, and things to do in Baltimore. You'll never be off track.
See you next time. Until then, this is Engineer Dan saying, toot, toot.